Alright, idle skilling. I'm very new to the game. I have some early tips and tricks, and I'm going to be ranting a little bit, and I apologize for that, but here we go. This is take two. Take one, I felt like I ranted a little too much. But tip number one. I'm assuming pretty much anyone that's playing this game is playing for the Eidolon crossover event to get these sweet crossover items. So, tip number one. Make sure your character name is the proper capitalization. When I went to look at my character name in Eidolon, I went to the character screen where it says players in the lower right, and every character, all of my like letters were capitalized, so I capitalized everything. Every character's names are everyone's name is capitalized on Eidolon if you go to that screen. So when I went to get my first thing, I'm on the hats part, which is like the third thing. I'm in the mountains, third area. I wasn't able to get my reward. On the very, very bottom right, where this little 1x is, close to there was a way to reset my name. Even though it says, hey, are you super sure this is how you do your name? I would go to the actual, like actually click on the character and be on your first character to make sure you have the capitalization correct. Because it'd be frustrating if you're deep into this and you don't have the right character capitalization. Because I gotta tell you, this game is not the best game. Okay, number two. Trying to hit the enemies. I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll try to say like some basic stuff, but I'm assuming everyone has like a basic idea of how to play. But I felt like hit chance was my very first bottleneck, and like there's a little punchy thing here. You get like one dude to start with, and sweat makes you level up, and as you level up, you can add more fighter guys, add more guys over here, more guys over here. These are different guys that. All these different guys, as you idle, give you more punchy power, hit points, and hit chance. So your accuracy goes up with the sword. So this guy gives you attack power, this guy gives you accuracy, and then these two guys, the push-up man and the sit-up man, give you hit points, and then dude, that dude doing squats is not doing squats. Well, I guess he's kind of doing squats. He's doing amazing squats. Anyway, benching and squats give you power, and fighting man is giving you accuracy. But if you really want to improve your accuracy, just go down this dojo route. All these guys are helping with your accuracy. You don't get accuracy in many other places because this whole brown area is pure power, and this whole green area is pure hit points. The last little like tippy tip is like I've put 500, or I guess 5 million, 500k, yeah, 5 million into pretty much everybody, and every cost, and I mean I guess it's obvious, but like. The first person, you get more bang for your buck on the first person rather than you do the last person. Like this guy has 27. Maybe I'm wrong. Because looking at this, I'm only getting 159 here, and here I'm getting. Oh, but the speed is so different. I guess they're just different. I don't know. I just assumed that you'd get way more bang for your buck on the first person than you would the last person. You get better speed on the first person, because this is 500, and this is 500. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. But see, this guy, he's moving a lot faster than this guy is. But maybe that gamer is gaming. I'm not going to worry about it. You can only have 5 people per thing. Okay, so on to my little fighty tips. I find that I like to just spam the abilities because I play this game very actively. I don't play it passively. I literally just click on all the abilities. Okay, here's a nice little tip. I use an auto clicker. I click on the minus ability. Oh no, I did it wrong. Oh, because I moved it. Okay. We're gonna do that again just to show you. Once Midas is back up. Midas has a 2-minute cooldown too. So I'm gonna talk about like some other things. So I play this game actively. I have 2 auto clickers. One for when I'm actually using my computer. I have an auto clicker where I literally just use Midas, and I don't use it anymore on World 1, but some of the time I play this game, I've tried to have the goal of trying to go to glitch 86 because there's a contract or there's a reason to go to get to the last glitch on World 1. You either get a contract or you get an ascension perk. It unlocks something. But you make a ton more money you get a ton more everything by going to the current world where you're at and doing the Midas by just killing things where you're at. And I find that if you're actively playing the game, obviously when I'm not active, I die way more frequently, so you lose time. And I'm even at a point where I'm going to ascend here shortly, but I'm killing things super slow right now. But it's still worth it to do the Midas, because I'll get 20 million if I Midas here, whereas I get I can't. I get 30 million ish if I Midas here, and then if I Midas at World 1, I get 6 million. So it's quite a difference, and we're gonna do it here in a couple seconds. But the point is with the auto clicker, I have it set to every 3 milliseconds. So for literally, okay, we're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it in a good area, by the way. So I'm gonna make sure I'm doing it in the right spot because I don't want to stick around here any longer. So pick location is done. Now we're gonna go Midas and go. You've seen that millions, the little money bag. I got 31 million gold for 5 seconds of an auto clicker. So I don't when I'm actively at the computer, I don't actually do that every 2 minutes. Usually I sit back in World 1 and I kind of let the thing go. I'll click things for a little bit, and then I'll go back to letting me just auto attack, which there is actually an auto button. And if you go to raids, I made this mistake and I did not buy unlock autocast. I will definitely buy this after I ascend. But I have so many questions about whether these things stay, whether so many different kinds of currencies stay. I'm going to find that out by ascending here in a little bit. But I want to talk about the other thing. Okay, so my auto clicker. I googled I got OP auto clicker 3.0. I think it's a very good free auto clicker. Use whatever auto clicker you want. I could probably just use I also have a thing called tiny tasks, which I use for macros, which I went to work earlier today, and also I slept. Hey, I sleep, I work, I have a life. I slept, and when I slept and when I worked, I used a application called Tiny Tasks, and I was able to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I'm counting everything. 1, 2, 3. Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi, and I don't need to do that anymore. And do that. 2, 1. Do that. And do that again, because why not? Then I'm going to click over there. I'm hit F8. Okay. Now I'm going to give this, I guess I'll give it 20 seconds, and then I'll come back. But in my experience, like I said, I've been trying to grind out this to get to the end versus just making forward progress. And I think I just need to ascend, because doing these things, you need to just get further, because I need to ascend. I can't farm until I ascend. You make so much more incremental progress. You make exponential progress when you ascend, I'm assuming, because I can do an extra thing, as opposed to right now when I'm just making a little bit. I'm making more money, so what, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the tiny task, the macro. Here we go. There goes claw, poison, meteor. I'm not even touching. My hand's off the keyboard, not that you can tell, but trust me, this. So now this isn't my massive every 3 millisecond clicky click, but I got 8 million with my old man fingers, and I make sure to click on the next thing, so that when I am sleeping or when I'm away from the keyboard, like say what I'm actually going to do when I'm done with this video is I'm going to go put together the Bad Batch Lego Star Wars ship. Oh shoot, nope, it's going on. Okay, and watch The Last of Us. Anyway, this tiny task thing is on continuous loop. I mean, it's not optimal. Like you could probably set this to have like some optimal clicking, but right now it's getting the job done. I'm not dying. I'm killing the enemies, and I'm moving. I'm getting lots of money. So I come back here every so often. I spend the money, and I've made better forward progress than I would if I was idling and AFK. So I think having tiny task is great if you want to have the computer on and you want to be away from the computer, or if you can just put this on like a laptop or something and just let it go. And I think auto clicker is great if you want to have those like awesome bursts of just getting tons and tons of cash. I think that's a great way to do it too. They're both great ways to go. All right, taking over again. Okay, perk wise. Okay, I'm gonna go back to fighting. This guy's gonna wreck me. Okay, this might seem very obvious. I have 6 little perky points right now. This thing right here costs 3. This right here, until today, I've had this game for like 5 days or something. It was at 10, and every time whenever you want to, when I first got access to this tree, everything in here was blank, and I wanted to get access to this, but I wanted to upgrade everything. You got to upgrade everything before this one time before you can actually click this. So to get here, again, this was at 10x. I had to click this. When I click this, it clicked this 3 times because I had 6 points, like I do now. When I click this, it did 2 of them. I didn't understand why. It's because down here, it was at 10x. And all you have to do is click the little button down there and go back down to 1x. I don't care right now because I'm going to ascend here very shortly. I'm not actually going to use... What this is, it's another weapon bar. It's this right here. It is this attack, I think. I don't know. I'll find out after I ascend, probably. Not important. But I don't even know what I got. More tinkering experience. Who cares? I'll probably care like later on. Okay. Oh, whatever. I'll say like perks that I think are actually important. So I actually when I was 10x and I had a bunch of points and I was trying to get Midas's touch, I accidentally leveled up poison really early on. Poison, chef's kiss. It's fantastic. I think it's a really good thing to get. Midas's touch, I think, is a sleeper, really good if you have an auto clicker. Like you saw, I was getting 30 million gold on the level 3 people, for 5 seconds every 2 minutes. If you're willing to actively use it, Midas's touch, fantastic. Other ones I think are good. 100 chance for double craft. This is for the Smith man. You can double cast things. That's really good. you can probably spend your points better than that. The multi this thing extra like half a kill per kill. You just progress faster. All skills deal more damage. I think is really good. Flourish really good because it's a fast skill. So again, if you're active, it's really good. Meteor, I think it is a very, very, very good skill. It's probably like the best skill because it 1 or 2 shots most enemies, and it has a very short cooldown. Claw, I don't give enough credit, but also I haven't leveled it up. All of the back skills I don't put any points into, so I don't really know how good they are. I wish I didn't put this many points into this, but I think this is another one of those ones where I had a bunch of skill points, and I just kind of maxed it out accidentally. Smite I maxed out. I don't have positive negative things to say about it. It's maxed out, does the job. I'm going to go to mining. Just so you know, there is an endpoint. You can max out the speed on miners. I've maxed out the speed on all except this one. Jeez, 22 million. Does this max out? Well, I don't know. I mean, they all do max out, obviously, eventually. Yeah, so they all max out. I'm assuming the value probably doesn't max out. You can buy a gem thing that lets you double how much they mine for, and obviously you can buy gem things that let you mine 3 different things. I think the only I have 2 gems. I don't know where I got them from. Probably like the arcade game, I'm guessing. Anyway, the thing I recommend you spend your gems on. Save up for 500. There's a gem thing that lets you get a gem. What is it? A gem. A gem one of these. A gem rift, and it turns 500 gems into 1,500 gems over the course of like 10 days. That seems like the most worth it to me. There is people that I've been watching have spent their gems on maxing out their smith, so you can have infinite smiths. I've hit such a bottleneck. Again, I haven't ascended yet on having enough minerals to like I've been capped out on being able to make things very often. It just doesn't even matter. Like even right now, I can't make anything. I can make a few of these. Whoop-de-doo. And now I can't make any more. Little tips with the smith. I didn't know this for a little while, but if you click on the extra smiths, or the extra anvils, you can buy the extra anvils. And then the little uses under here, you can add uses. So if I had 24 mil right now, I could buy another use for each, or for one of the anvils. The third one seems to max out the fastest, if you're curious. There's a thing there's some of these things say no need to buy more. I like mindlessly click on things sometimes, and I've bought more than I need. There's a secret here with the blacksmith pills. It's the only one that you can drag about. You just put it on the dude's face and takes you to the secret zone. You need some minerals. It takes you to like a pig head thing, a little island, and you figure it out. These little cookies that pop up, they speed up how fast the fishing happens. You click on the little fish, it shows you how many of each fish you have. There's a secret here, but I can't do the secret until I do the fishing or until I do the blacksmith secret. So I have that going against me. If you go to the portal, this guy's floating around. Once you click on him, he'll and then you come back here, he'll be chilling on this ball. And then if you click on him enough, he will give you a secret attack, which I may have told you about. But it takes a long time. Another reason to have an auto clicker. If you just like leave the auto clicker on here for a little bit, eventually you'll get that. I have this thing down here that says hoops. If you drag a thing from raids, there will be a ball rolling here. You can grab the ball. I thought it went in here, but it does not. These are like spotlights. You grab the ball. You have it click on the gift shop. You then keep dragging the ball. You click on exit. And then the ball will start dragging or start rolling. You then grab the ball, click on portal. And then this dude will ask for the ball. Give him the ball, he'll take you to hoops. And then you throw the ball. And you miss, because I'm great at basketball. You throw the ball. Oh my gosh. And then you just keep missing because you're amazing. Okay, there you go. And I think this is the last time I'm going to do it. Okay, there you go. Boom. Oh, apparently this moves. Do I have 2 more balls? Make it! Oh, you suck. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Resets in 9 hours. Once every 24 hours, I think you can get gems with that. So that's all I'm going to talk about with crafting and the portal. All the secrets you find, like they take turns. Like there's a secret here where once you kill death, he asks for different things. I have not gotten any hammerhead sharks yet. So he says, hey, go suck a lemon. And then there's, like, they take turns showing up. There's a bunch in total. The raids, you know, like I've unlocked 2 of these guys. I'm trying to save these up. I'm going to see once I ascend if they come with me or if they just stay here. There's a contract for having 100 of these in total. So I want to see if I can have 100 before I do this again, if I can help it. You get extra points for... Okay. I'm going to go back there because I was wrong. Go back to the raids. So when I first got here, when I first started doing these, this was lit up, and the first thing I did was I just started clicking across the board, and then I clicked across the board until I ran out of Oscar points. And I don't think any of these are any good. These aren't bad. The XP required to level up, those aren't terrible. Anything XP required to level up, reducing that is pretty decent. But the best one, unlocking autocast, and then having different choices, I hear is all really good. It will cast the minus one, but it won't actually generate any money. But everything else in there is really good. So if you can get this thing to cast all of your abilities on a very low cooldown, it's going to be great for you. Everything else is crap compared to that. That's my tip there. Next, I don't have any idea. Masteries. I somehow have 3 more masteries. I'm going to talk about this. So I have looked places and I have not seen what any of these question mark masteries do. I have very recently unlocked this mastery. I went down the collect tree. I went down the shortest one I could possibly go, plus 7% AP when rebirthing. That seemed useful. I'm assuming all these masteries, they follow you through ascending, rebirthing, and all that. I'm assuming. And I'm going to hopefully catch a boot within 60 seconds after ascending this next time. That's my one goal, my next ascension. Well, that and, you know, doing better. But I'm going to go through these whenever. I'm going to try to go to the closest ones I can every ascension and then let you guys know what they are, because I don't see the info anywhere. And I feel like I don't think this one's going to be helpful. I mean, they're all going to be helpful, but like the 100, 100 what? I don't know. I don't have a lot of helpful information on these. This is still kind of voodoo to me. I found that I needed, I thought I would just try to push towards the further colors. And then when I got here, at first the gold needed a ton of red. And then it evolved into needing, you know, the orange. So I'm guessing as you level them up, they need the different color stuff. So maybe it's good to initially just focus on one thing, and then the second thing, and then the third thing, and so on and so forth. Because it is kind of going that route of needing one and then the next and then the next. All depends on your philosophy. I did try to save my ribbons for these, and then I accidentally thought I was completing contracts, not shopping for stupid things, and I, instead of buying these, I was like, oh, I've completed these? Clicky click. So I made that mistake, but you know, what are you gonna do? You know, such is life. I will do one of those, because why not, right? I think unlocking the ascension keys is helpful, because that's like end game is having more options for ascensions. So for the Crusades, I have very few tips for here. The only tips I for sure I have, I've noticed, like, there's a left right. Just make sure you're as far right as you can be. Add Crusaders so that you can get all the materials you can. Occasionally fight. Fighting can be a pain. If you lose, go do a regular fight and heal up, because if you lose and then try to fight the next guy, you're going to start the fight with very low hit points, and you're going to waste the heal because you only have so many heals. Like, I will do a fight. I don't know. This sludge sucks. I'm not a fan of this. So let's say I do a fight. Boom, 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 boom. You only have 3 heals and 3 seals. Like in regular fight, you can just click on everything, let it reset, and click on everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on next right now. Wow, it all reset. I swear it doesn't just remember that stuff. But maybe I'm just going crazy. Well, either way, if you were at low hit points, it doesn't remember that you should be like fully healed, and that is very frustrating. So there, I did 2 of those, and now I'm going to exit, and hopefully, yeah, okay, it remembers that I did well. So then I really want to go to farming, but who knows? My big card tips. I think getting more card drop is important. I think monster cash is important. Other people probably think focusing on increasing damage is important, but again, I'm not playing this actively. I'm hoping to. My theory is to max out my chances of getting more card. Oops, I got rid of my dude. Getting more money, which will help me out in that I can. I don't know if people's theory is getting more money gets you more money, which is, you know, a dumb guy's obvious answer, or hey, if you kill stuff faster, you get more money. Both are possible. That is truly all I have for you. It's more of a, hey, just basic talk, and I hope you got something out of this. If you have your own tips, please let me know, because there's very little on this game. Like, rightfully so. This is not near as good as Eidolon. I'm playing this to get all the things out of Eidolon. I'm going to do my first ascension here very shortly. And I am probably just going to put another recording of me post-ascension. And we'll see what happens. Thanks a lot.